right, here we go with the former UFC title challenger, Iron Michael Chandler. Dan, you guys go way back. Obviously, we can talk about the athletic credentials. Some, though, have questioned his fight IQ in some of his big fights in the UFC.
Well, it seems like he wants to fight the fun fight, opposed to the fight that would seem to make sense to him. But let me tell you something, I'm not complaining. I enjoy every Michael Chandler fight. I enjoy watching this guy go out there and fight on his shield. He has A-plus skills across the board, and let's see how he applies them to the fight tonight.
And even in losses against high-level competition, he has had big moments. You do get the sense that Michael Chandler may always be just one win away from that elusive shot at the title yet again. Michael Chandler, the man many of these fight fans have come out to see here tonight. So here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George Rush St-Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George St-Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, George St-Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George St-Pierre. He truly changed the game.
GSP George St-Pierre has graced the octagon. We are set to go for our main event of the evening. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Iron Michael Chandler. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, George Rush St-Pierre.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon.
Good.
All right, going to be interesting to see how George St-Pierre approaches the early portions of this round. Takedown figures to be there, right? But he talked a lot about his jab and letting his striking set up his wrestling here tonight. So let us see if indeed striking is the first order of business for the all-timer George Rush St-Pierre. Well-timed knee lands for the more well-rounded fighter. If you're the wrestler now, does that give you pause with your takedown game or not necessarily?
A little bit, because generally when they lead the knee up the middle, you kind of drive into him and take him down. That speaks to the impact that knee landed, that it made him take a step back, opposed to trying to continue that takedown.
Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by Chandler, making all these shots count. St-Pierre's has got full mount now.
That was a slick transition. He's got to find a way back to his feet.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round one. Right into side control. Man, isn't it fun to watch this? All right, setting up for a finish here. Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, gives up on the submission now. We'll see where he goes from here.
He's postured, landing huge body bomb. The guy has to move or the fight's gonna get finished.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by George St. Pierre. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow, you need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a...
This fight's going to be over.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high or low, and now he got hurt very badly.
So under a minute to go here in what has been a competitive and action-packed first round. And potentially a critical takedown here.
There it is. Now he's running him out.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by GSP. Oh, that's tight. Oh, that's tight as he transitions to the belly down armbar. Round two next. Heading back to the corner after that round. Chandler's bleeding pretty bad from the forehead here. Hopefully the cut man can nip that in the bud and make sure that that blood doesn't trickle down into his eyes as the next round begins. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
Tremendous body kick lands from this guy.
Right hand over the top. St. Pierre going for the takedown here. Nothing doing there. And there's the single. All right, has the guard closed here. While St. Pierre's in half guard, continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler. In the half guard.
Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance. Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Nicely done. Close guard. Chandler's in half guard. Side control now.
Oh, nice headlock. That Darce choke is tight.
Oh, so how about that position over submission as he bails on the side?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission. Great shot on top by Chandler.
All right, half guard for him here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten. Good round.
Take a deep breath. Nice job out there. He's exhausted. Your ground control is unstoppable. Whatever you want to do down there, you can do.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you would.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. That leg kick lands.
Does a great job of mixing up his strikes. Lands another leg kick.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Well, St-Pierre's in half guard. Landing strikes nicely here from top position.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, close guard now. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Nice lead hook by Chandler.
He's got some hands, man.
Oh, guillotine here.
Ooh, that was pretty tough. Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission, D. Working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter.
Now he's going full mount. This is a terrible position.
Oh, big shots raining down. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by GSP.
That was nice.
St-Pierre's in half guard now.
And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
Big shots landed by him now. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Get them out here.
Final seconds of the round. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, well, I'm no doctor. I'm not going to diagnose a broken nose, but a huge cut on the bridge, and his opponent continues to attack it.
Continues to attack it as he should. He did the damage. He was the one that landed the shot that opened up that cut. Now he's got to make his opponent pay for it. He was a bit lax in the defense, and now he's got that massive cut on the bridge of his nose.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Man, he's got good hands. Beautiful strike there. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
Big shot to the head.
Right over the top, right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Well, St-Pierre's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Lands with the ground and pound here.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for it. And there you go. Again, half guard.
St-Pierre's right back to the full mouth. Oh, these are some serious punches from the top here.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique. Oh, he's getting submitted.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and submission defense wins this transition.
Under 2 minutes to go. Takes the back, now going for the rear naked choke. Oh, that rear naked choke looks tight.
He's up. What submission defense on display?
St-Pierre's got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight. Nice kick to the midsection. Well, some fighters, when they get cracked in the mouth, they go, that's the biggest shot of the fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Michael Chandler. Oh, big shots from the top.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Chandler's right back to the full mount here. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, there's the end of the round, and what a 5 minutes it was for him. Rocked and stunned his opponent multiple times, and I don't know, did his opponent just say uncle on the stool, or is he going to fight on?
I mean, he may say uncle. When you're getting beat and battered and bruised like that, it's a testament to your toughness, but it's not ideal. You want to be competitive. That round was not competitive at all.
All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown game.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind most guys can't keep up.
Finds his range with the jab. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing.
Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on beat street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
St-Pierre's in half guard. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish his fight.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities. And there you go. Again, half guard.
Oh, nice job by him there to move it to half guard. Not much resistance from the bottom fighter.
He's just too good in this position. Look for ground and pound immediately.
Good work from the top here by GSP. Another ground and pound strike lands. ST-Pierre going to work here for, all right, setting up for a submission now. That guillotine is tight. All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the side.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Ground and pound strike there now.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down. But he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
Back and forth action right until the final horn. That one's going to hold up in the Fight of the Year conversation. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce.
We go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 49-45, and 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, George ST-Pierre.
All right, so another dominating effort out of the UFC Hall of Famer George ST-Pierre. No surprise as the scorecards are rendered GSP across the board by decision.
Most times when George ST-Pierre walks to the center of the octagon to get the decision read, he is sure that he has done enough to win the fight. Tonight, that was the case as he wins another fight by decision.